So when someone has difficulty lifting their arm overhead, then another way you can attack it is, instead of having the arm move on the body, you hold the arm up and have the body move on the arm. So in essence, you're still getting that shoulder flexion that you're after. So what you'll do here is start with the feet a little wider than shoulder width, and the hand can be as high as comfortable for the client. So Tricia here is holding her arm maybe a little higher than some of your clients might be able to do, so maybe you just start here, but just get up to the end of their pain-free range, just right at the edge where it becomes uncomfortable. So that's where we'll start. Now what you'll do is stand here with good tall posture, long spine, chin tucked slightly so the cervical spine is in a neutral position. Now the first thing she'll do is push into the ball through her palm. What this does is it activates the serratus anterior, which is a very important muscle for that upward rotation you need the scapula to do when you elevate your arm overhead. So from here, as she's pushing to the ball, she's going to do a little bit of a hip hinge. So she'll push her hips back, let her knees bend slightly, and you'll see that now the body is moving on the arm. So just go ahead and stay here, and you'll have your client go as far as they can without discomfort, pushing into the ball, letting off a little bit, pushing in. There's no perfect science to this. It's a little bit of an art too. So they need to push maybe a little harder or a little softer, ease off. But the whole idea here is to move up to the edge of discomfort and push in and out against the ball until the discomfort starts to dissipate, and then go a little bit further down and be ensuring that the patient or the client is exhaling fully and there's not any sympathetic response to the nervous system. And then she'll come back up to the starting position. Good, and she'll let the arm slide down slightly. Now this is why the ball is oftentimes more effective than just putting the hand against the wall. It just allows more freedom of movement. And then you'll just repeat the whole process. Your client can start with the arm a little bit higher, because in most cases he or she will be able to lift the arm higher without discomfort, and then start the process over. Cue to push through the palm, keeping the elbow locked, arm straight. This activates the serratus anterior muscle. Do a hip hinge, so the body now is moving on the arm. Gain that arm elevation, keep pushing in and out. As soon as they feel like they're on the edge of discomfort, stop there, push in and out against the ball, and stand up here. And the other option you can do here is to use a split stance. This works better for some people. So you put the opposite leg forward and just do all the steps the same way. Push in and out against the ball, and then have the trunk shift forward without rounding the spine. Push in and out against the ball, keeping the head neutral, chin slightly tucked. And come back up to starting position. And another thing the ball allows is the client to move the arm maybe out to the side a little bit more. You're just finding that position where there isn't any shoulder discomfort, or they're just on the edge of it, and starting the whole process. And then this will allow for greater arm elevation after the corrective exercise. It's a very effective technique.